It's been a long couple of days, man. It's been a long couple of days. Since I uploaded that vlog, which, by the way, I mean, I enjoyed filming it and I enjoyed editing it and posting it, whatever. It's not great, purely because of the audio and the visuals. And I mean, to be fair, the visuals on this are stupid as well. Let me just put some artificial light on my face. I literally, what I do is I open Google Chrome on my second screen. That's my light. Bought a book, Tuesdays of Maury. It's in my bag. I would go and get it, but I'll be real, I'm so tired. I'll put a picture somewhere up here. But it's a good book, it's a very good book. I finished 5 people you meet in heaven. That should be here somewhere. I don't know if I showed this book before. I probably did. Yeah, I think I did. Anyway, I finished that book. It's wonderful. The guy wrote it for a movie though, which kind of pissed me. Well, there's a couple of things pissed me off about this book. The guy wrote it for a movie. It's obvious that this was almost a script. Like, you read it and you're like, okay, I can see this being. Also, the color of the camera has changed. You can see this being written as a film. And also, one of the people he meets, I guess, that they would meet, it was a bit cliche. Like, the book, the first couple chapters are a bit, even though it's good objectively, it's just a bit like, okay. But the last chapter it spins you. The last chapter is wonderful. And I think when I was talking to this about someone, I think I was being very biased about my opinion on the book, because now I've had time to reflect and think it was good, don't get me wrong, but the last chapter carried so much. Not a lot has happened really. I don't really want to talk about politics, because I know that's all people speak about. The whole tariff, Donald Trump. Shush, heard enough. There's enough things going on in the world. I actually want to talk about one of the themes from Tuesdays of Maury, and that's regret. And what regret is. Because I think people feel, I'm now got my stance as a philosopher. I'm not a philosopher, I'm a waffler. There's a very stark difference. Regret is not a easy emotion to get over. We all feel regret, but I believe we shouldn't, because again, I believe everything happens for a reason. All of your actions are preordained. There's a reason you went through what you went through. As much as you might not want to go through that, or you might look at others and be like, oh, why didn't they go through that? Why should I? Comparison is the killer of joy. I've learned that recently. Something really bad happened to me on Tuesday. In the grand scheme of things, it's not like someone died or anything, but something really bad happened. Normally I'd be stressed. Right now I wouldn't be able to make this video. I wouldn't be able to speak to anyone. I wouldn't be able to do anything. But I don't know why. I looked at what the situation was. I was like, I didn't feel. It wasn't like a nonchalant feeling. It wasn't, who cares? But it's more like, well, I've done what I need to do to resolve it. It's probably meant to happen. I don't want to live my life with regret. As Frank Sinatra said, I did it my way. It's a shame that people feel regret. It's a shame, not in that it's shameful, but it's a shame. Because if you only realise what your actions and your mistakes and your experiences will do for you mentally, if you embrace what you learn from it, you'll go away not only happier because you haven't consumed yourself in regret, but smarter. You've learned more about yourself. If you have hurt someone, if you have been mean to someone, if you've done something which is inexcusable, and I'm not talking about crimes of stupidity, we're talking about sane human beings who haven't killed or raped someone. You sort of have to sit with yourself and sit with those emotions, and if you've wronged someone, if you've done something bad to someone and you care about that person deeply, just speak to them. And if they don't want to speak to you, you tried. And you have to understand why they don't want to speak to you, or they don't want to have that conversation. And again, they might in the future, they might not. feeling regret will only ever keep you stuck in the past, because what you've done is you've attached a negative emotion to a situation that you could have just learned from. When you're doing a maths problem, you don't, and you get something wrong, you don't sit there and feel regret that you got it wrong. You just do it again, or you just revise harder, or you just learn what you need to learn. You take away from it a learning process. It's a learning process. If we just look at life like that, life is just one big test. It's just one big test with all these questions and all these problems that you got to solve. And if you don't know how to solve one problem, you just take what you learned from that and apply it to all the others. It carries on, it moves on. Life will wait for you. It sounds harsh, but life will not wait for you. If you're ready to move on, we can move on. But if not, that train is going to depart anyway. If you want to stay at regret station, then boy, there ain't no one there for you, and there ain't no interchanges, nothing. I'm reading The Language of Cities. I've been indoctrinated by that sort of stuff recently, so that's why I'm speaking. I'm waffling. Don't feel regretful. It's not good for you. That was a good talk. I waffled for a bit there. It's good. These sweets, toffee sweets, they've got flavors, fruit flavor, but they say it's toffee. Don't know. Anyway, have a good day, guys. See you later. Bye.